damn it, brah. I'm pumped this week, Tiff. I'll get straight into it because it's Shark Week
Here
on
comes
Fantasy Patrol. Ah.
yes.
I'm so pumped. It's Shark Week. I made this little logo just to put on the screen. Shark Week, Shark Week. We love Shark Week. And you saying, wait a minute, you chumps. You guys said that you guys was going to do something else this week, and you're right.
You're right.
We said we were going to do Evil Dead
Burn.
But I had got all confused. But I think it works out, y'all. I got confused, and I was like, yes, I'm about to watch the thing. Tiff was like, hey, asshole, we were supposed to be doing a scary movie. And I was like, oh, shit, let me go to the movies. She was like, no.
But, yeah, not on the last minute. That's awful.
And I think this is better, though, Tiff, because we're still kind of in the middle of July, you know.
Yeah, it's still sharky.
Later in the month, the less sharky.
The less shark we feel. Okay, we feel sharky. Chomp chomp, motherfucker.
Yes, indeed. So I'm a little excited about this shark movie this year, Tiff, because I will say, I'm not gonna give it away, but I will say that hot damn, it's a lot better than the shit we've been watching for the last few years, man.
I also won't give it away, but yeah, everybody watch out. Production values exist.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get into it, and get do our thing once we get there. But thank God it's not another lake shark.
Oh,
you 46 guys, meters below.
Sometimes a short movie is still hard to get through, and that's lake shark. I feel my tummy hurts like thinking about it because I was like, I would never want to enter that torture chamber again.
Which was the one with Elisa Silverstone? Because I think that might have been the worst.
That's Lake Shark.
It was Lake Shark. She's floating down the damn river and stuff, and the whole house is floating.
Yes. Yes.
The dude was on the ground and shit.
And for some reason, she has to swim under the boat, under the house.
Yeah, poor Elisa Silverstone. We used to love her.
Well, she's back. She's in something that people are loving right now.
Well, good for her.
Not a movie, a show.
TV show. But yeah, you ain't the young Vixen no more. Even the young Vixens don't even get that much play with this industry, right? It's like throw you away for a minute, throw you away. Got you for a minute, throw you away. Black people, throw you away. White women, throw you away. White men, y'all got some staying power, right?
You can wrinkle all up like a prune, and you are still welcome at the pool party. Just come on down, like.
With your shirt off, and we may
take it off. Take it off, baby. You look good.
Exactly, man. It's such a goddamn double standard, right?
Oh, shit. I will never forget the time I went to the movies. I saw Magic Mike. Okay, everybody. Okay. The one where everybody takes their clothes off. And there were some ladies who were very excited the entire time. They were like hyped. The movie, I did not enjoy my experience, even though I've heard people say it's a good movie. I was like, it's fine. But these ladies made the experience. Every time a hot guy came on, they were hooting and hollering. But then Matthew McConaughey came on, and they were not happy.
Matthew McConaughey wasn't that? I wasn't aware of that.
They were like, yuck.
Wait a minute. I didn't know he was in that movie. He's like he's been in all of them because it was like 3 of them, right?
I think most of the people are only in the first one. I don't even think Channing Tatum's in the second one.
Oh, okay.
And he's not doing anything.
Okay. They ain't like Matthew.
He don't got the staying power. Yeah, I guess one thing that they don't like is when a leading man gains weight. They don't like that very well.
But you can be wrinkled like a
black. But you can look a little dumpy. It's fine.
Oh, interesting. I'm learning something today.
I feel like Channing Tatum has like fluctuated in weight, and people have not been very kind. And really? It's like, just leave him alone. He's okay. He's doing good.
Paid attention, man. I hadn't paid attention.
This was a while ago. He might be like ripped up now, and because he was like his, what you would say, for lack of a better term, normal self as Gambit in Deadpool.
Yeah, but let me tell you something about all that goddamn working out. That's a young man's game. Look, all you young bastards, it's rough. If you ain't a movie star and paid to keep that shit together, it gets rough, man. All I know is I used to be pretty. Now I'm fat.
You're still pretty. I refuse to take this. The thing is that like I think Channing Tatum looks good either way. Like it's like the problem, obviously, is that you can't, as a normal human being, do that much working out because hopefully you have a job and friends and hobbies.
And take
all these people are working out like 6 hours a day.
And they use a lot of chemicals too, so let's keep that.
Yeah, and I mean, like, and if you had somebody, and I'm not trying to be one of those people, but like, if you had somebody who cooked all your meals for you to a perfect,
The shit still
whatever.
gets annoying. It gets annoying, Tiff. I couldn't keep it up. I couldn't keep it up.
It is annoying, but
Yeah.
also I think that a lot of people need to be who are watching these people thinking that this is an extreme possibility for an extended period of time. These people are punishing themselves because they get paid to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And if there's any age or slipping on, on the non-white men, you're out. Anyway, man,
I'm not
we
seeing your face anymore. Why is that?
because it's cool because whoever's talking, that's who gets it, right? So, but for you, you just see you. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I was worried. I
No,
was looking at my face for an extended period of time, and I didn't care for it.
no, it's,
Why
it's
should
all
I? Why can't I just see you? That would make more sense.
yeah.
Because I'm
Because
talking to
technology,
you,
Tiff.
and I'm
Technology.
talking to all you lovely people.
Yeah, man. Speaking of lovely, all those lovely people, um, don't want to get too excited, but we've been so inconsistent that our base like disappeared on us, like rightfully so, because we was
Yeah,
tripping.
our bad. Our
Yeah,
apologies.
we were tripping, but they coming back, Tiff. Like I was looking at all the stuff. We got people all over the world listening to us again, man. Like not on the
That's so
YouTube.
nice. I
We don't
love
get
that.
we gets no love on YouTube, but like
Yeah.
our podcasting base, man. I mean, I went to the old map. We got significant shit is like significantly turned, and I don't know why. It's probably a mistake. The
I
algorithm
heard
won't let
Brazil
us.
likes us.
Brazil likes us a lot, man. I mean, shit. Shout out to Brazil, man, for
Yeah. I hope you
holding it
guys are
down.
listening on your commute or at the gym or
But
whatever it is you like to listen.
Vietnam and Singapore loves us even more. So
Wow.
shout out to those
Hello,
nations.
everybody. That's really exciting. That
I
really
know, and
excites me. I'm glad that somebody likes to listen.
yeah, and this is within the last like month, man. United States has always been off the charts, but Australia, Bangladesh coming in strong, Iraq, Pakistan, man. I mean, these are significant numbers. Welcome all you people listening, man, because we don't get paid for this shit. We just like to do this, and we always
Yeah.
said, look, if we didn't, have any audience and it was just us listening, we would still do it. And
Yeah, yeah. It's a
got to be
fun
pretty cool.
time. But
It got
it's
to be
nice
pretty
to know that
beautiful,
people are
man.
enjoying it. Yeah, that's what we want. Just
Yeah,
to have a
man.
nice time.
Indeed. So, what are we doing here? So, we did screw. I did screw stuff up because we were supposed to see Evil Dead Burn, and I uh, I messed that all up.
There's still time. We're gonna rearrange our schedule here, folks.
Tip don't even know. Like, she told me like the way it was for real. I was like, damn, I know she right, but I gotta listen. I went back on the podcast. I was like, oh, she did because we planned on the show.
Yeah,
I
we
was like,
did.
oh my goodness. So then after that, we said we were gonna do Spider-Man Brand New Day. That comes out next week, but we never hit those biggies
You
on
might
the
not even be
year.
able to get in. I feel like asses are gonna be in seats for this one. I should stop
Yeah,
cursing. Excuse my French.
it'll be fine. Also, something we haven't talked about that I do want to see, man. It just came out this week is the Odyssey, like the
Oh
Christopher.
yeah, people are loving it.
Yeah, despite all the dumb racism and bullshit,
Oh,
the
is
people.
there?
Well, because you got, I think Lupita Nyong'o is playing like Helena Troy, and they're like, "How
Oh,
dare
okay.
you?"
Okay. I see what you're saying. Not in the film
Not in the
of the film.
yeah, the same assholes who watch Star Wars and start shit, and watch this and start shit, and start that and start shit. Those people who should be banned from the internet, but for some reason they keep coming back.
I wonder if people realize they can just not look at something.
Oh, not go right.
Like, even if
Look,
you're forced, even if you're in the room, you can close those peepers. You know what I mean? Like, you can just
and
zip 'em
again,
up.
ladies and gentlemen, the Odyssey ain't real. This ain't history. This is all
Yeah, yeah, you
Facebook.
guys made up.
And y'all had y'all Troy. Shit, y'all had
Relax.
Pretty Brad
There was a lot of
and
white people in that one.
nothing but white people.
Relax.
You guys go watch that one. It's pretty good.
I mean, plus I would argue you got some of your signature whites. We've got Tom Holland.
Yeah.
We got
Yeah.
Matt Damon. Signature whites, folks. Just relax. Okay?
Signature white
Just
people.
relax.
Batman's in there. He's playing a villain,
Sure
right?
is. He's in there.
Yeah. Speaking of Batman, I didn't get the trailer for it, but they had a teaser which was nothing, which was the bat symbol with the Roman numeral 2 over it, and probably footage from the last Batman movie where he's just standing there like with the head
And
just
everyone's like,
mad.
yes, please.
Yeah, but check this out. Uh, they said coming. They didn't say. They just showed the letters because no nothing. Just Batman music and chaos. It's just a bunch of chaos sound and sirens and
Hmm.
people hollering and screaming. I don't even think it was no music. And coming 2028. I said, God damn,
Woo!
God damn.
You want me to remember all the way to 2028?
It's been about 3-4 years since that movie came out. Holy shit, 2028. Yes, yes. So
Oh my god.
yeah,
2028 exists? Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Will we even
how
have a
about
country in 2028?
just yeah, just stop talking about it. Let's wait until 2027. You know what I mean? Just give it just a little bit of time before we start
I,
rolling out these
I don't know if I've
2028.
ever seen a teaser for 2 years, a year normally.
And
2.
it's just that they're just like, "Hey guys, we're doing it."
Yeah, you're right. You're right. God damn it. Right. And thank God it ain't Star Wars because they'll do shit like that and then you'll never see the
Yes,
product.
I was gonna say there's a chance that this won't
No,
exist.
no, no, no. That Lucasfilm for me. They were the only ones that was doing that shit on a regular basis. Just like we got this with this, and we're gonna do this, and then nothing.
Don't you want to think that you have the literal bird in the hand before we start talking about it? Because, like, I mean, here's the thing. I doubt that
Somebody could
anything
get,
bad would
God
happen,
forbid.
but
I'm sorry, but somebody, God forbid, could croak before 2028. That's
correct. That's what I'm saying.
damn.
Anything could happen between point A and B.
Yes, that's a long way. If it would have said 2027, I'd be like, oh, okay, that's
All
what I
right,
expect.
we're getting close.
Yeah,
Even if it was December 2027, I'd still be like, all right, I'll get hype. But
2028.
2028, and it might be December 2028. That's
We don't
400
even
years
know.
from
I
now.
mean,
I might be dead by then. What are you doing?
I know. That was a biggie this
Just
week. I'm like, huh.
relax.
But again, the trailer was not worth showing because I'm telling you, you got a
Nothing's
symbol,
happening.
some sounds of chaos, and the bat head looking mean and just mad. Like he looks so mad. He was just like,
Do
yeah. I'm
you
like,
like Batman? There's gonna be more
okay.
Batman.
And so far, that's my favorite Batman. So more of
I've
that.
really enjoyed that. I mean, you saying that just now in the back of my mind, I was like, I could get off the podcast when we're done and go
Yeah.
watch Batman.
Yeah, only thing that would have made it better was having maybe Heath Ledger in it, but you didn't need him. I mean, or maybe if he was part of that universe, because everything else, yeah, with the first trilogy is it's okay, but I just think this was just more well done. It was more
Yeah,
bat.
I think, and I think I think there's nothing wrong with The Dark Knight and
No,
the
it's
characters,
masterpiece.
nothing wrong with it. And I think sometimes having something that, like, if you're gonna make more of something and you're gonna make a bunch of them, let's do like a little variation. Let's have a little spice, you know what I mean, on some stuff and then different on other things. I don't want to see 45 Batman movies that are the same. I don't want that.
Well, no, I'm not shitting on that first round of Batman
No, I
Begins.
didn't think you were. I just
That shit is I think it was stupendous, man. I just think that this guy who directed the last one just knew the universe better. It just it was almost like a mix between like Batman Begins, that universe, and like
mm,
what the old Stephen but no, not Steven, Michael Keaton Batman. I mean, because it was all dreary and shitty, but modern, but old, and damn, just nice. And Batman beat the shit out of people.
yeah.
It was scenes in that thing I wanted him to stop. I'm like, God damn, man, all right. You gonna catch a
I
murder
think
charge.
you're good. I think you're good. I I love the idea. So, like, I think Batman has always been obviously a tortured individual. He has a tragic backstory like most of our superheroes. And I think that, like, a lot, sometimes he's strong and
Mhm.
stoic and quiet. And sometimes he's beating the shit out of people,
Yep.
But
Yeah.
like I feel like in my idea of what like emotional trauma and sadness is like the Robert Pattinson Batman, just because that's how I
Oh,
would be.
oh yeah, that dude. He all
He's
emo.
sad.
When he was
Okay?
Bruce. He's just all in black and shit, all emo. It's all he needed was a black.
He's got
right?
like the makeup on underneath for the holes, but also he takes it off and he's just looking like the Crow or like a gay 80s goth from the
painted his face real quick, Tiff, and they started playing that Stone Temple Pilots music and shit. Just have him just leave out. I am two superheroes in one.
He's feeling it. So I think that's a part of it. I think that's part of any kind of movie going experience is that like sometimes you see yourself.
Yeah.
And sometimes you see someone who isn't yourself, and that's an experience as well. But like that was for me. I was like, oh, I feel really connected to that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
These have nothing to do with sharks, everybody. Chomp chomp.
Yeah, man. What the hell are we doing? It's Shark Week, man. Let me see. So, man, so this week, man, we did not go to the movies. We went to Netflix because we just kept saying a shark movie last week. Nobody knew what the hell we was talking about.
We couldn't remember what it was called.
Yeah, so I saw the preview for Thrash in April, when it was released, and I was like, we could do that for Shark Week. Didn't know nothing about that damn movie. I just knew it was a new Shark.
You're like, there's a shark. Because sometimes we've had in the past where there has not been a shark movie that we haven't seen that was like even worth investigating.
Yeah. Plenty.
And then we had to just pick stuff that was just like, okay, that has a shark in it.
Yeah, and they just using found footage of the sharks and shit.
Oh my God, or worse. Like a background from a Microsoft in 1995. Shark.
Yeah, it's been pretty bad on the shark fronts. So it's just it's been bad, but I think we're doing a little better this year. So man, some of the stuff that we just started recently doing, we don't have that much going on with as far as numbers because this is a direct to streaming release, but we do have the what do you call this?
People don't love it.
Oh man, people are hating it, but 45 reviews, right? 45 reviews, 45% in the tomato meter, and then the audience with over 500 reviews, 24. So the people not liking it, man. People not.
Which I mean, I don't want to give too much away about how I feel about this movie, but like, fucking relax. Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, you can't take this serious, right?
It's not. Listen. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna do my part of this, but then let's go ahead and do the one word because I want to get down to talking about this dumb shit.
Down to the ground.
So I'm gonna say who's in this movie.
Wait a minute, Tiff.
Oh, your description. I'm jumping the shark.
Oh, that's terrible, but I love it. So let me see. Thrash. Every time I kept like trying to type this movie up, I kept doing a typo and typing trash. And trash kept coming up. I was like, God damn it.
For me, it was thrash metal. Was like what was results.
You say what? I'm sorry.
Thrash metal.
Thrash metal.
Yeah. They're like, you talking about music? And I'm like, talking about sharks.
Oh yeah. So I kept having a rough time. Trash kept coming up, Tiff. I mean, I swear trash kept coming up. So man, let me see here. Where are we at? So 2026, rated R, 1 hour, 26 minutes. Disaster, psychological thriller, horror, and thriller. Yeah. So it says
horror, thriller, horror.
Right. It's a hopscotch. When a Category 5 hurricane decimates a coastal town, the storm surge brings devastation, chaos, and something far more frightening. Hungry sharks. So yeah, we got hungry sharks, Tiff. So who the hell is in this movie?
Okay, we have some surprisingly famous folks in this movie, which is crazy.
I was surprised with.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We have Phoebe Dynevor. She is. You might not recognize her, but she's Daphne in Bridgerton. So like people who are watching that would recognize her.
Wait a minute. My daughter made me watch like 5 seasons of this.
The pregnant one is Daphne.
It was a family thing. I was, got all girls and a wife.
Everybody gotta watch.
I was trapped.
trapped. And then we have Whitney Peak. She's been in a lot of television shows. She's Dakota. And then of course we cannot go without saying Jimon Hansu.
My boy.
Shit!
Who keep not getting paid from Hollywood.
Pay this man.
He when Shazam came out, he's like, "Look, man, I've been in some big ass roles in Hollywood, and I'm still ain't got no real payday all this time." And I'm like, "Ain't that a bitch? You just assume as long as he's been around that he's been doing well." And he's like, "It's definitely not for mismanagement. You can't manage what you don't get." And I'm like, "Damn,
That's
wow."
a
But go ahead.
lot.
I'm sorry, I interrupted.
Oh no, that's okay, because the rest of the people I don't know that well, but that's okay. It doesn't so we've got Matt Nable, Andrew Lees, Alila Brown, and Stacey Clausen. Now there is a person so Andrew Lees is the TV reporter, and I didn't know this, but in the movie his name's Joe Sprinkle.
Huh? Really? Okay.
Very funny to me for some reason.
Okay. I'm like, oh.
Joe Sprinkle. All right, sure. Whatever you say, Thrash. Whatever you say.
So this what got me to as far as like going back to the the art of the poster. That's what they put on the poster, right? The main poster for the thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so unfair, right?
It's a
I'm
bad
like,
choice too.
yeah, I get y'all trying to. First of all, you couldn't tell that was a baby until you saw the movie.
Yes,
What the hell is
yeah.
that, right? But then I'm looking at that poster, and I'm like, damn, it's kind of a snub to because it was really an ensemble piece, man.
Yeah, there was so many. That's another thing about this movie is that there's all these different
three stories.
Yes,
three main stories going on.
Different people.
And,
and I feel like she is probably the least involved.
Yes,
yeah.
Yes, she was just pregnant, and you try to, right. The stories with the other ones was much more. We're about to get into it. Like the
don't
kids,
care about you or your baby.
I was really interested in the kids. That's all.
Yes. Okay. We're about to go down here.
Yeah. I'm going too far. So before, before. Oh, I ain't going to. Y'all gotta run it back.
Run it back. It's the live show.
I gotta let it finish. I know, damn it. And live things happen in the live show. But we normally sum up how we feel about these programs in one word. So before we go any further, yes, it's time for one word. One word, Tiff.
My one word is relief.
Relief.
Yes,
Explain.
Because we finally had a shark movie that I had an enjoyable time watching. I am fucking surprised by how many people who said this movie is not good, because it's not supposed to be a great film. Relax.
No, it's a damn
this is what movie. I want from a shark movie. The acting is good. The plot is well executed for what we're doing in an hour and 20 minutes. There's reasons for, and yes, it's ridiculous, but there's reasons for things that happen. They foreshadow well. There's nothing I can say that's technically wrong with this film just because you think it's a ridiculous plot or it
was as ridiculous or not as much as ridiculous as Deep Blue Sea. It was, to me, right there along the level of believability.
I do think that this, because you saw earlier the people's reaction to it, I do believe that this movie we may experience a cult classic status if possible. The problem is I'm not sure about how cult status is achieved in this day and age when things just get removed from streaming or are removed from people's consciousness. Do you know what I mean? So that could be a problem for it. But there's no way. The audience score for Sharknado is 85%.
Yeah.
The thing about it is that and that movie intentionally sucks. So you're telling me that the movie has to intentionally suck ass? It actually intentionally sucks ass and accidentally sucks ass. It's both.
However, I am not a fan of Sharknado. Never was. No. I didn't like it.
And people are I like it because it's so ridiculous. You like it because it's easy to enjoy something that you know is going to be trash.
Yeah,
I'm going too hard.
I was no, you're not. I thought about this long and strong, but my one word is crawl.
Yes, it's very similar to Crawl.
It has a winning formula because they ripped it completely off, and they are actually, I would say, Crawl had better actors, but no, I think Crawl was original. And I think the acting in it was really good, and I think it was better executed,
It's more, I feel like Crawl is a movie that is more cinematically focused. It's actually a good, like what you consider more along the lines of like a good film.
That's true.
This
That's true.
movie is straight popcorn. They
It
don't.
is, but that didn't ruin it for me, Tiff.
Mm-mm.
That crawl came up for me because I agree with you. There was a couple of things toward the end that we'll get into that pissed me off. You know, I was sitting there like, "Ah, you sons of bitch!" Then I was like, "Calm down, calm down." But I was invested at least in one of the one story, the story about the kids. I was totally invested in. I could give a damn if the mother two lived or died. You know, I just saying, you know. Uh, but really, it was like 4 stories going on, and that because you had the Daijin Hansu like arc that was going on. You know, him trying to get to the other 2 who merged
Yes.
into one story because they had 2 stories merged into one story, and then those 3 stories merged into one story. And the kids, they ain't had nothing to do with none of this shit, you know.
Yeah, they're just a side.
Right. So let's get into it, man. So, movie starts. They're in South Carolina, and it's about to be a ridiculous hurricane that's about to happen. And they take the time to try to go over what's why this is going to be so bad. If you notice, Tiff, he said this is a category 5, but really it's off the
Could be a
charts.
category 6.
Maybe 11, 12. It got to be out of control, right?
Also, I want to talk about right now. This is about a big giant white. So there's other sharks, but there was a big great white in this town. Is called Annieville, which sounds awfully close to Amityville.
Of course, and it sounds very close to Amity too.
On purpose. Like I
Which,
don't
of
feel
course,
like
means friend.
I do know. I've heard these things. So there's lots of little like cute stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where you're like, okay, that's great.
So we got these stories going on. It starts off with one of our stories, and we'll call her what was her name?
Dakota.
Yeah, is that her name, Dakota?
Yes. Wait.
I didn't know what
The
the hell her
pregnant
name was.
woman
Okay.
or the child?
No, Dakota. Starts off with Dakota. Yeah, she's in her house. She's a agoraphobe. It reminds me of the old movie Copycat with Sigourney Weaver. She can't leave her house for any reason because her mama died. And I thought that was a little
too.
Oh yeah, her dad's dead. I still thought it was a little extreme because they showed the big Xanax bottle, and I was like, "Oh boy, here they go.
Just
They're
get
gonna
some
go
of
hard."
those.
Take 2.
Take
You gotta
2
go
or 3 and go to the grocery store. Okay.
Yes. I see. We on the same page. I was thinking this. I was like, "She better go get them damn pills." What you tripping on?
Where are those pills?
So she's agoraphobe, and she calls like the restaurant for delivery. And like a person her age, and I'm gonna pick on that generation, y'all don't pay attention to shit. It's all kind of shit going down, and like she ain't paid attention that this hurricane is coming.
People are zombie screaming as they prepare for loading their cars all up, and she's looking out the window and she's like, "All right."
That's the thing, Tiff. She saw it and she's like, maybe I'm gonna walk to the store and get a hamburger.
Yeah,
I'm like,
sure you are. And also, one of the people that I'm most mad in this movie was that man who's like, "Well, I haven't seen you in years. Get this child in your car."
I don't think she would have went, man.
What the fuck are you doing? Yeah, but he didn't even say, "I think we need to get to safety. Let's take you somewhere where you can meet your uncle or whatever." He didn't even say anything. He was like, "I haven't seen you in years." Like you're just meeting someone on a Sunday sidewalk. You're in a disaster, bitch.
Yeah. So the store was already, well,
it was there.
Yeah, but she couldn't make it. She had a panic attack, and that's why we was talking about. Please take your Xanax. Those pills was huge. And she saw the bottle. Those pills was like this. I was like,
get them in there.
Horse pills.
Get them. Get it taken care of.
Take your shit and go to the stove for your burger. Right. And so she runs back in the house and just collapses and shit. And I'm like, oh boy. Okay. So then we get to our second story going on. And
Lisa.
we have Lisa, who is a New York girl that moved to South Carolina in the sticks following some damn dude who got her pregnant, knocked up, and left her punk ass.
To become a poker player.
Yeah, that sounds about
right. And there was another thing. Something worse than a poker player.
What was that?
She said a poker player and a DJ.
Oh, she said a porn star, and she was like, "No, he DJs, mom." So
yeah,
I was
like, poker player and a DJ was what he does, but he's not. Okay. He's not in this movie. It doesn't matter.
Right.
He
so
just
her
abandoned
mom
the lady.
standard worried white mom from the suburbs. Everything behind her and her background is all nice and bright because she's someplace else.
Like a vase.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Everything's
yeah,
beige,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
oatmeal
yeah.
colored,
Exactly,
She's like, "Where
exactly.
are you?" Now here's the thing. I want to talk about this at this point in the movie. Even our side characters are doing good acting. Now,
Yeah.
I know sometimes it's hard to say when someone's doing good or bad acting for some people because like most stuff is palatable enough to be like, that's fine. But if you want to watch like somebody do bad acting, watch like a late night show where they sometimes have like one of their band members or the sound guy do a skit with them, and you'll notice the huge difference between somebody who actually knows what acting is and someone who's just doing it for a bit, right? So we get the truck man who's like, "Hey, I'm working overtime," which, by the way, your fucking work asking you to work during a disaster is so spot on.
Oh yeah. And guess
Like,
what? He like getting that overtime, sweetie.
yeah, because you think, oh, it's fine. Because like you think in a sane person's mind, you think, well, you wouldn't go to work because there's
So
a
so
storm. But then
so
what are you
Tiff,
gonna happen when there's not a big storm?
so Tiff, these stories are intertwined right now.
Mhm.
She's leaving this meat packing place, super duper pregnant. You should have been went
Why
home to New
aren't
York.
you at work?
Right? What the? And the mother's like, have you decided? Are you coming home? I'm like, she should have been ahead her ass, baby, yo, baby. I mean, she was super pregnant, yo. I mean,
Right.
like anytime, should have been gone, but she had to work. Now, Tiff, he's filling the meat truck up with hamburger meat, right?
Grizzle? I don't know.
I'm like, is this a thing? Do they put meat in like?
Again, that is not. Here's the thing.
I'm
They
like, is
don't.
this a real thing? I'm
I
like,
don't know. Well, I don't know if it was like, okay. So and I don't know because I'm not a meat packer, but like I don't know if
how
the
pink slime comes?
slurry or whatever, that like stuff that drains into your sub, like how you have to suck
Yeah.
stuff out of like a porta potty. I wonder if you have to do the same thing to a drainage system at a meat packing plant. And he was maybe
So y'all,
disposing of the waste.
they
But
was
even
filling a
then, I've
whole
never
tanker
seen such a
truck up,
thing.
a whole tanker truck full of bloody meat.
Full of
So
blood, guts, the unwanted parts. Maybe they're taking it to the dog food factory. I don't know. But I
pretty,
do.
pretty bad foreshadowing there. I'm like, oh
But
Lord,
I like that. You know what I mean? Like, there's for every stupid thing that happens in this
it was so
movie,
heavy.
there's a reason.
It was so heavy though. It was
It
so
was.
heavy.
There's a lot of blood spillage in this movie. So, like, okay, and we also meet the kids. Best part of the movie, we can all agree.
So the kids got on my nerves immediately because, like, they country folk. And I'm not so sure how many country folk would literally sit there with lightning striking like that, jump, you swinging into a river. I'm like, everybody runs for lightning. You know what I'm saying? They might not run for rain, they might not run for anything else, but lightning, that's your ass, right? And people who live near the water, they know that more than anybody.
Right.
So they like, oh shit, here come the lightning. So I was like, I'll allow it, McCoy.
Right. There's things in this movie that we're gonna allow. I'll allow your meat parts truck and your kids in the pool.
Meat park trucks, y'all running thin. You got meat parts, and you got kids playing in the pool with lightning being struck, and then you get old Jethro, and his name is not Jethro. What was his name?
No, it's Mr. What do they call that guy?
Yeah, he was their foster dad,
Bill
and he had to be.
Billy, but that's
He
not
had
what they
to
call
be,
him.
oh, was it Bob? No,
It's
he had to be
Billy.
Billy. He was the worst foster parent on the planet. He like,
Well, you guys, I think that they don't even go hard enough in this because there's a lot of children in the foster care system who have to suffer through horrific situations.
that's
And
true. That's true.
and
But
so
I thought it was a
I well, and I think that they want you to hate this guy, obviously, because we need to have
little.
somebody who we root for the kill, right?
Well,
Um,
see, that's exactly when we met him. I was like, "Oh, you're gonna be glad when his ass is dead." You know what I'm saying?
right.
That's the line
You
of
can
his
tell
ass
right
up, right?
away. You're like, that's the one we're gonna root to die.
Him gone.
Um,
Go ahead.
well, I think they kind of pulled their punches a little bit because he's like, get in the car and be quiet and whatever. And he's a bad man. Don't get me wrong. But I don't think they want to go too far with how horrific it could be. So they were like he doesn't hit these kids or anything, which I don't need to see that. I'm just saying that like these kids aren't getting enough to eat and stuff like that. That's what they say because like they
Well, you knew that right from the beginning because the little
right
boy
because
was
he
like,
said at least we can go to eat if we go to school because they don't want to go back to
exactly.
school.
And you know something?
Um,
that really got me going, but I'm not gonna go down it, but because I was
Yeah.
like, it's so true. It's so
It's
goddamn true.
true, and it was upsetting, and these kids are very cute, like, that little boy is adorable, not that that makes a difference, any kid you know, it's so, like, they go back to the house or whatever, and we meet the wife, who's also a piece of shit, obviously.
They feed these kids Wonder
Like,
Bread, and
white Wonder Bread, that's it.
they got freeze dried steaks in the basement. They
Yeah.
eating like a mug, and so I don't even think in Ohio like that amount of money for that check. That's low. Like you know what I'm saying with how much I think it was like 1,500 in
Right.
Ohio. That's like one kid. Honestly, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right, and there's 3 kids here.
Right, but so they didn't even like somebody didn't research, right there. I was like, that check should have been bigger than that, So anyway, man, we get introduced to everybody, and except for our John Hatsu character, where I kept saying his name, and I didn't realize he was her uncle because I was like confused, like, is that her daddy? Because he said I'm new to this dad stuff, and I was like, but he was Uncle Dell.
Yes, Uncle Del, he's a, like, godfather, I assume, whatever, adopted, like
No, uncle.
he's the uncle, but right, but, like, when I mean a godfather is, the person who takes on the child if someone
Yeah,
dies.
and so Dakota, that's her uncle. He's a bona fide marine biologist. And they did a really good job of giving him credibility when the reporter was interviewing him, talking about the bull sharks, and he was like, "Man, any frenzy fighting," and he's like, "Nothing that you said was true." So
Right, he's like, "Okay." And
yeah, there's also another scene that comes on later on that I
there
really
is that is absolutely true. And I
yeah,
think, like, while this movie is obviously sensational because we're talking about, oh, a hurricane and all these sharks are in the streets and blah blah blah. They do like a plaza. Here's what I'm thinking about movies like this. Plausible enough is fine. Like, we're not watching this because I want a scientific report on sharks. I'm watching
right.
this because I want a silly, goofy shark movie that's fun to watch and doesn't make me go, oh, that's oh my god. There's not a lot
But
of
but
eye
but
rolling.
but I'm glad you explained some of this shit right away because they said like these sharks attacked two people before there was any flood, right? In the beginning.
Hmm.
And they were like, what the hell? Wait a minute. That shouldn't be happening. I was like, okay, good. So you already
Right.
showing the ill tempered. And
There's
so,
little itty bitty
yeah,
things that they
yeah,
sprinkle through here that makes it you go, "Okay, well, I'm not gonna complain about the fact that the shark showed up because they're super aggressive this season for some reason." And
for
he's been
some
saying
reason.
he's been trying to figure that out. And, bull sharks are aggressive anyway. Um, but they're only afraid of your white. Um, so, so then we start moving into sort of the actual
Disaster strikes.
problems, right?
Exactly. So I'm glad they got into it when they got into it because I'm like,
Right.
okay, introduce us to the character, and then disaster strikes, and they show this levee, and I was having flashbacks of Hurricane Katrina, like a fat rat, because that was a big deal during our time. I actually had friends go down and help out during Hurricane Katrina,
I
and
smiled because I thought you were gonna talk about Crawl, but no, Hurricane
well,
Katrina, yeah.
that was the same exact thing. But what I will say is that my buddy, he went down there. So Rita, he had went down there. It was Katrina then Rita, and he did say that a lot of people they didn't report on were killed by alligators and shit like that. More so than it was like drowning and stuff like the days after, because it took 3 to 5 days to grab a lot of those people. They was in the water.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I mean, there's some validity to this shit actually being able to happen.
that makes me
Especially with
wanna throw up. Yeah, yeah,
crawl. I don't know about no
and
sharks,
well,
but with
yeah, I
crawl,
wonder like, I think sharks, in all honesty, as much as a lot of people are afraid of them, and they do stuff that's they get attacked, but not many people get killed or attacked by sharks as we think. Now, alligators,
oh,
crocodiles,
all the time. We
they
already
are
went.
after your ass. They're thinking about you right now, and you're not even near water.
It's Infobot. So I was watching the news last night, and it was a 9 foot alligator was found in a pool in Florida. And I thought about you. I said, we just talked about that. That damn 9 foot alligator just
9
away,
feet!
and it was enclosed. The pool was enclosed. It was like they got these like
I'm trying to have a nice
strange
summer.
slithered his punk ass right in there.
He
Anyway,
was like, "Thanks, guys.
right. Great fresh water. So
Nice
anyway, man,
water." And also, does anyone have any snacks?
you'll do.
Terrible, that's terrible, I'm
So
sorry.
anyway, man, he so the levees break. They do a good job showing that's not how it would actually happen.
Right.
But I'm like, whatever. I'll allow it. So the water comes, man, and quickly. So they got like technical things that get on my nerves in this movie, but you have to excuse it. So the truck is like blocking the road, and here comes Lisa. She's driving down, and he's blocking the road in the tree. He's like, see if you can punch your way through. And so she tries to punch, and then he drives the truck off. I'm like, why you just move the truck to begin with?
Yeah,
Why
and
you sit
also
there and make her drive into a bunch of
you
bush?
do it. You turn around and you do
Asshole.
it.
You know she pregnant and everything. Matter of fact, baby, get in this car. Because this ain't
That's
going
what I was
to.
thinking. Why don't you say get in here and
He
we'll
didn't.
ram the barricade and go to higher ground? So she's in like a Mini Cooper, y'all. I didn't even know that was a thing that you could still drive around.
Yeah, Mini Coopers everywhere. What are you talking about?
Well, I think that they don't make them anymore.
Yeah, they do. BMW.
Am I wrong about that? I could be wrong.
They
Anyway, I
made
don't
about
see them as much as I used to.
no, because the novelty red,
The novelty ran out. But listen, this car's not moving shit. It's ultra low to the ground. She might as well be underground.
So she goes through a little bit, bam, get trapped, right?
I like that she got trapped because I was like, there's no fucking way this car's making it through.
Okay, so Tiffobot, our trucker is in the truck, right? He's in the truck. He went down there. He tried to do the thing to block the water. It wasn't happening, Chief. I'm glad that, it was just futile. But he's still in the truck. And he knows she's over there. He don't do shit, right?
Get out.
He's in the truck. So,
so here we are, everybody. There's a truck full of delicious blooded meats.
It just spills out everywhere.
And it explodes. Now,
just all the way down the river.
I know that there's probably not. And here's the thing. I could be absolutely wrong. I probably am wrong. But like, maybe this is not a real thing. However, I like the fact that there's a reason that in this area that we're focusing our film on is a problem because we've got guts.
Blood in the water.
We've got free guts.
Look, a drop of blood, they say they can smell from over a mile away.
Right. And so there's a lot of blood in the water.
So, they got this thing out there, these poor fellas on this little boat,
being good citizens. And what does this movie say? Don't be good citizens.
Man.
You'll get eaten by a shark.
So, Dakota's up in the window. Like, she ain't doing shit. She like, bitch gonna get ate.
Just watching these people get chomped up.
Well, actually, she's watching her about to drown because that's the
she is. She does. I don't even know if does she see the gentleman? No, yeah, she does because she's like shark, shark, shark.
He got it, Tiff. He got it so bad. I mean,
some of the worst deaths in the film because they're just innocent people trying to help.
Him and his boy got it first, right? He got his arm tore off and he rolls out, came out the thing, and then like they go get the trucker. As soon as he opened, he get his balls bit off, right? The damn thing. Like,
I didn't think, honestly, I thought they're gonna let this guy live because we quote unquote know him. Hell no. He was dead with the quickness. He was like so dead.
My nuts get bit by a bull shark. Please kill me too.
You didn't even get to like establish him as a character because all you knew was truck man, dead man.
Why'd he get him in the nuts too, Tiff? He opened his legs, tried to get out the truck.
Laugh, I guess.
Yeah,
I didn't think it was funny.
Like, oh! So the whole time, like, we got Dakota. She's up in that window, like, shit. She's effed. She turns around and she has another attack. Right? She sinks down and she's like, I ain't going out there. This chick is on her own.
More Xanax.
It's downstairs.
Those pills better be in your pocket. Keep them in your pocket.
They showed it once. They never showed them again.
And I was like, she took any of them.
I don't think
that
she
was
did
just
either.
to like show that she had an actual anxiety disorder. So
right, if not, you'd feel like you effing coward piece.
Come on.
Right. You wouldn't have liked her in this
movie. You would have liked her if she would have taken the Xanax or what?
No, if she had the Xanax and she was
if there was no Xanax, she had no anxiety issues, you'd be like, you would hate this character. Yeah.
Yes.
So the pregnant woman is trapped in the car because she ran into a tree that like impaled. I was like, what?
She was in there forever. She shot half the movie in that damn car.
She was in there, and I was like, this is honestly really interesting way to give me anxiety because that could happen theoretically, and it would be terrifying. Right?
I don't know if I'd have went down there, Tiff. With all them shots, I don't know. She might have been toast.
It's one of those things where it's like, do you save someone and die yourself and not even be able to help them? But she was able to help this lady.
Three
people died, and I will say that pregnant lady was like guilt tripping her. I was like, I hope that when your child is 17, you probably wouldn't be that pleased about someone asking them to save their life.
3 dudes went down. Strong, strapping men went down trying to get this gal.
And she's like,
Who
"You're a girl."
they did not know that she was pregnant. They didn't know they were saving 2. They just was trying to save somebody. I'm like, she ain't worth it, fellas. That's 3. That's 3. It's 3. I'm sorry. I'm out. So anyway, man, Dakota makes her way down there. It's a little nerve wracking, right? She goes down there and she rescues her and stuff. And I'm glad they didn't watch her come back, right? Because they watched
just to be a
down
cut.
there. She comes back. So we cut and we go to our little kids, right? So dude got like reinforced hurricane glass in his house, but it's all glass. He talking shit. He cussing the kids out. They like, maybe we should go talk about they got a snorkel out there. And all of a sudden, the window busts because, yeah, they're still being held by wood and shit. Like all them windows should have bust, right? Windows bust, their house is flooded, and they don't have it upstairs. I'm like, damn, y'all stuck on a single floor. And so, the husband and wife, say they're gonna go out there and get they didn't know nothing about no sharks, right?
Right.
But then when I was out there, I like that scene where the window was still up and they showed the shark go past the window like an aquarium.
Yeah. There's a lot of so that's another thing about this movie. I'm glad you brought that up. Is that in a lot of other shark movies, we talked about this at the beginning, the sharks look like dog shit. Now, in this movie, I'm not saying they do a lot of like good camera work where like you're seeing them from above, you're seeing them from the side, you're seeing them.
It's enough.
And they look good because we're not like spending a lot of deep time with them. And I think that that's enough to be like creepy, got that creeping sensation. So these pieces of garbage are out there trying to get away. They're like, "Oh, you wait in here while we figure out what's going on. We're just gonna leave you."
They had no intention of taking those kids with them.
Absolutely not.
So, I like all the anxiety you can see on the kid's face, especially the oldest brother. He was really selling it. You know what I'm saying?
He's going for it, yeah.
But I like to give a shout out to the real villain of the movie, that goddamn sweater his. That sweater was
Holy
trying
shit.
to
He mentions it
over and over. Dude, take off the shirt. Take it off the first time.
You're wearing a shirt underneath of it.
Exactly.
Take the shirt off.
I've been naked after that last.
After I got caught downstairs, and I would be like, I'm only reason I'm keeping the sweater so I can burn it later.
Why are you taking off your underwear? Because that shit ain't never happening again.
I'm not gonna do that. Never, not right now. Right. Watching that, I was trapped on that little hook while you're watching that shark swim down the stairs. I was like, fucked up.
Exactly. So they spend a lot of time trying shit, try to get the door. The sharks come in. They try to close the door. I love all this shit. There's just stuff with these kids, man. I'm really rooting for them. Old boy get his arm chewed off. The wife get killed, but she comes back, right? I'm like, how? Because she pops up by the window again. I'm like, oh shit. Then they get her again, and they got these sharks acting like piranha. They just frenzy feeding and stuff. Old boy gets his arm chewed off, gets pulled down
and his ass cheek.
Yeah, but then pops up later, like, yeah. I didn't bleed out. I'm good.
You would be deceased.
Yeah.
This happened quite later. We have like a little bit of a break. Like we go back and forth, obviously, between our several stories. Like at this point, her uncle is on. Is on the way. And here's the thing. And that's another thing I want to commend this movie for, regardless of what people on the tomato meter are saying. We do these 3 different stories that we wrap up in the hour and 20 minutes.
Hour and 20 minutes. We got 3 viable stories, which started as 5 viable stories, all come into 2 stories. They still ended in 2 stories. But so there's a scene where he has the shitty reporter, I cracked my ass up, man, because he was like telling a story and about how the hippopotamus, which is true,
so good,
attack more people, in Africa, the more aggressive. He was trying to say that basically a shark saved his life because a shark grabbed a hippopotamus, 2 of them, and was trying to take him out, which you would have to still be a big ass shark to take down a hippo. Anyway, he was like, what did you do? Go in and get your spear and come out and
so funny.
He was like, spear. He was like, dumbass, I went into my apartment.
Called the police.
I thought this shit was hilarious, man.
It's very funny. It's actually legitimately funny. Like, unlike other movies where like it's funny because it's so ridiculous. No, it's actually a humorous. There's a few other humorous things that like I think work really well in this movie that don't make me go, you wouldn't be having any chuckles during this event. Like they are like legitimate things that would happen that you might go, okay, that's a little funny.
And And I'm glad they had a legitimate, believable boat on their way to go get these kids
Yeah.
because that little rowboat they had, I was like, I'm not getting in that. Are you crazy?
No,
Look
it
at that
doesn't
dear
knock me
thing.
out of here. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
So then we have the worst scene in the movie, which is like the pregnant woman wants
Oh yeah.
Dakota to
Yeah.
look at how dilated she is. Girlfriend, we don't need to know that. The baby's gonna come or it isn't. Like,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do if you find out that you're super dilated? Go to the hospital? Go to the hospital then if you can make it.
Yeah. And I think I still would have crawled out on that roof before I would have decided to go get this boat that's in this pit full of sharks. We're
Yeah.
gonna go on the roof and we're gonna hopefully this damn house won't float away. And if it do, hopefully the roof will stay intact and we can float away
Float
down
away. But
down
like,
reef.
look at my lady business and tell me how far along we are. No,
Yeah,
no,
I was just
no.
like, I'm sitting there like, please get this shit over with.
Yeah,
So
I was like, that's the part of the movie where I was afraid. I was like, oh no, now it's getting to the point where I won't like it anymore. But I was able
well,
to recover.
I was thinking, why wouldn't you just count the contraction times, right? Because
Right. Or
that's
why wouldn't you just be like, I'm obviously gonna know when the baby comes because I can't get out of here. What difference is that information gonna make to you?
notice how the bed conveniently started floating Tifflebot.
Yeah, you
You
know.
know? So anyway, man, the most dumbest thing that happened in this movie was I'm gonna go get that boat. F it. I'm like, go get that boat. The one that's like 40 yards over there with a pit of sharks that ate like three big strong dudes. So she's going to get the boat, man. Now, they did all this stuff when they throw the tooth thing in there, wing, 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 wing. It's making vibrations and stuff. They taking the bags. Very intense, but very unbelievable. So anyway, she
I'll
makes
allow it.
so the big white shark shows up, right? And goes right
And
between
you
her
guys,
legs.
she's also pregnant.
No, 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 no.
Dual
This is
the
Dakota.
shark is pregnant. The big
Oh,
shark is
the
pregnant.
shark is pregnant.
Yes.
Exactly. They,
So I have a little
they
bit of
mentioned that like it was gonna mean
parallel,
something. And
parallel. I think it's just paralleling the birth of the child.
okay, because I was like, nothing came of that,
Or maybe
right?
she's hyper aggressive because of it.
Perhaps, right? Because I don't. We look all these shark. We study fake ass sharks. We don't know nothing about the real ones.
No, we're not shark scientists.
Right. So what happens? So the shark goes between her legs. I'm like,
Yeah, I was like, that was the part. That was maybe the one part that I was like, I won't allow it.
but it's another part that I won't allow after this. So she gets in the boat, right? The oars is missing. The girl, like the house collapsed. She's out there, struggling, splashing and shit. And this girl is like, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. Dakota. Tiff, that boat didn't move an inch for like 20 minutes. I was
No.
thinking, like, what the hell is taking her so long, man?
And she's like using a little piece of wood.
Yeah, I'm like, you ain't moved. It's been a whole. We didn't watch the kids go out there and get liberated, throwing dynamite inside the damn
Which
house.
fantastic. I loved when they were like, couldn't get a gun. I loved how they were making fun of those people. There were some genuinely funny parts with the kids.
Oh yeah, they were like, well, I can't remember the guy's
He
name.
had he had like one well, his name is Billy, but they call him Mr. whatever.
It's like, fuck Mr. Dukes, and I'm
Yeah.
like, he pops up like 20 minutes after he's
and they're like,
dead.
eyes are mine. And they find that check because they find out how much money they were getting. But then they get this dynamite because he swims down there and gets the dynamite. But he didn't know that. He just grabbed a case because that's what he could grab.
That's when he gets caught on the sweater, get caught in a grate.
Yeah.
But then it happens again, y'all. And I'm
and he's like, and I thought they're really doing this again. But then the character says, "This fucking sweater." Basically.
Yeah, dude, you should have took it off originally. You should have.
Yeah,
left
why did
it.
you even still have that on? Yeah. So like I love that they were like there were some funny moments like when they opened the dynamite that were basically like a nice reveal of the dynamite. We had some like nice fun stuff.
Yeah.
And then we go back to this woman who's having labor pains. I guess it's still good acting. She is not acting like a person who's actively having painful birth in the middle of a horror. She's like, ow. And then the baby
and was the pop song even necessary? Did y'all just had to play
that? There was
that
a lot of money on the soundtrack in this movie.
It's Netflix. They can do what they want to do, right? So, Mr. Whoever his name is, he's dead, right? He gets chumped up. They get him.
They kick his ass into the water. Those kids murdered him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They blow up the shark, so they free. They get into the
Yes.
snorkel and they take off. So it's this big old scene, man. We got old girl who's done nothing in that rowboat. Then she gets knocked off, because
Yeah, they both get knocked
why?
in because she has the baby in the water. She's holding the baby.
Baby dead, Tiff. Baby dead. Baby dead for exposure. Baby dead for all kind of reasons. But the baby's still alive. And I'm like,
The thing is that like that
clearly this
water's
girl is not gonna.
filthy. That water is
Yes.
filthy.
Yeah,
So the
yeah, yeah.
baby, is born. And then also, not to be this kind of person, but the one thing I did notice is like, you need to feed that baby.
Well, let me tell you this. We knew wasn't nothing gonna happen to her in that. Well, it was a moment. I said they're gonna have this 17-year-old girl take over the baby. They're gonna kill the mama because she's like.
I thought about that too. I thought that she was going to be a sacrifice because that part where she's taking her out of the water.
So there was some real danger at that point.
Yeah, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. No.
Yeah, yeah. So there's a 5. Nah, that's too generous. 1.5-second scene where they see a SWAT truck with a bunch of tasers in there.
Hell
Uncle
yeah.
comes down the line. The bull sharks are coming, and he throws the tasers. They got them rigged up all in one, and they all scatter. But then one of them comes back. He's gonna get him. He's a pretty big bull shark. He goes for the kill, and all of a sudden, the big shark comes out and saves the day. She's the hero. She chews the shark in half and only takes a chunk of meat and let the rest of them swim away. And I'm like, I don't think that will happen. That shark will come back and frenzy feed on the rest of that carcass. So
Not
that I
sure.
do know.
No.
That I do know.
But
So
yeah, she saved the day. Nelly. I can remember the shark's name is Nelly, but I cannot remember Mr. So-and-so.
they just call him Bob. But in his thing here, it says Bob, but they were calling him Mr. something else. So the fakest thing in the whole movie was a shark.
Mr. Clarkson?
Maybe, yeah.
Is that right? That sounds right to me, but I am pulling that out of my behind. Yeah, so we get
the shark coming out the water was a deep blue sea fake.
Deep
blue
sea.
it was like, oh, y'all just had to ruin it, right? Because the stuff they were doing was so subtle and smooth. I didn't need to see the shark. This is not 1970, 8 anymore where we got to see the shark.
Olsen, Mr. Olsen.
Fuck Mr. Olsen. Fuck me.
Yeah, they were like, fuck him. I could have watched maybe an entire movie like this with those kids because they were so funny and fun to watch.
The kids could have did the whole movie by themselves.
And there was a lot of drama, a lot of like good. When you watch these kind of movies, you kind of want there to be, like you're saying, like a clear-cut villain. With Mr. Olsen, it makes it easier for us to watch him get killed and stuff like that. And you also have a reason to root for these kids because they've been trying to do the best they can with their life and make it through and be strong, and they love each other. So there's like a really nice little package story there. But here's the thing. I didn't love the other two characters as much, but I did love the uncle, so it was worth
the uncle and his boy, they had a story to tell. I dug it. The two heroines, yeah, I could care less. Really, I was like, especially in the end because they should have been dead. No way in the world, the way those sharks was attacking people.
Yeah,
I was like, no way in the hell they would last 5 seconds in that water. Not the way y'all been portraying it. Maybe they was full because they've been eating up everybody else before they got there.
On all the people. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe it's like,
the bag trick did work. I like the fact that like she knows the stuff because of her uncle. Like there's a lot of stuff that like I think that sometimes the difference between like a really highly enjoyable popcorn movie is like you don't have one. I don't even need it to be the truth. Okay, it's a film.
Yeah.
As long as you're giving me something that sounds plausible and works for the film's timeline, I'm probably gonna be more forgiving than like, a tornado came and sucked up all these sharks. Sharknado.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking the whole time, I hope this young girl still got insurance, because she shot the shark from a scene a throwaway scene they did earlier, with running around as a kid with her mom.
I think that was also fun, kind of nice foreshadowing.
It was so heavy-handed. We knew.
Yeah, but I mean that's
But no, did I enjoy myself? I did.
It's just like okay, cool.
I got pissed with them 2 things, and I like shark movies, just like a lot of people like shark movies, and so this one, I know they overplayed their hand over the years with these terrible ass shark movies, y'all. But if you like Deep Blue Sea or something like that, you'll love it.
And if you want to think that this movie's better than you've previously thought, go ahead and watch Lay Shark and then come back and tell me this movie sucks.
Right? The Shark serious too, right?
You obviously haven't seen a movie that sucks, okay?
It took itself so serious. It wasn't like we're making a shark movie. We're making a piece. I could see the little director, sitting there just
We're
like,
making
we
a
are making a
film.
piece. Yeah, no.
Here's the thing. Again, just talking about that movie is giving me anxiety because I think about how trapped I felt watching it, where I was like, this will never end.
Yeah, it went forever. That's for sure. So speaking of forever, we're gonna shut it down with 1 hour of exact time that we've been live. So that's good. Um, that's it, man. So next week, man, we are going to come back with some scary, spooky,
Evil
ookie
Dead
bookie, man.
Burn.
Evil Dead Burn, man. So tune in, and we already went over the other stuff that we're gonna do. So other than that, my name is Montego, host of Fans of Patrol. With me is my dynamite groovy co-host, Miss Tifflebot. Say goodbye to the people. Tiff.
It's been a pleasure as always.
And remember, man, Shark Week, stay strong, man. We'll see you next year.
Stay
with
vigilant.
Shark Week. Indeed. And so until next time, man, we will be
on